Oh, hello again. Do you like rock and roll? Do you like playing metal, but never had enough friends to start a band, so you had to play acoustic guitar all by yourself? If so, this is the song for you. I'm Nick Johnson. Let's learn Buy the Ticket, Take the Ride. Alright, my friends, here we go. We're going to learn Buy the Ticket, Take the Ride. First things first, go check out the tabs. There will be a link in the description below, just to help you follow along if you want. If not, just watch the video. I'm going to try to go over it. If you like these videos, give a like and subscribe. If you want me to do a certain song, let me know in the comments. If you want me to do like techniques or something else, I don't know. I'm just doing these for fun, but if you like them, let me know, and let me know what you want to see. So let's get right into it. This song is in Dad Gad, but half step down. So it is C sharp, G sharp, C sharp, F sharp, G sharp, C sharp. So yeah, basically Dad Gad, just half step down. I'm a Dad Gad fan, so it's the same, just trying to metal it up a little bit and get some heaviness. So the intro is super simple. It's just on the low the low 6 string, and it just goes 1 2 snare, 1 mute, open, and then snare. So it goes like this. Right? 1 2 snare, open, mute, open, snare, and then repeats. So I'd recommend putting it to a metronome. It's kind of a weird groove. The whole song, it's kind of difficult to dial, but we'll get a metronome going real quick. It's just at 120. Start at whatever, use whatever you want. But so 1 2 3 4. Right? Just really feel that groove, because that's kind of the whole point of the song. So yeah, after that, I go palm mute, a double chug, and then slide down from the 12th fret. So I'll play that whole thing real quick. Oh yeah, and when I hit the snare, my nail is on top. Sometimes I play other songs with it hitting underneath and pulling up, but this one I'm on top, so when I pull off, I can just pick down to get the next note. So right, and then we'll get straight into the verse. So I'm gonna do it a little different this time. I'm gonna not try to explain every single note because it ends up just confusing me, and yeah. So I'm just gonna point out the obvious techniques that I would try to focus on, and then hopefully you can see what's going on well enough, and then I'm also gonna do it in 2 parts, kind of, because that's the easiest way for me to learn, is like learn the rhythm, then learn the melody, then put them together. And so let's go ahead and do that. The rhythm for the verse part is same as the beginning of the intro, 1 2 snare, but then it just repeats that same rhythm. So it's right, super simple. I do palm mute that one. Right, pretty simple. And then you just throw the melody on top. So the very first thing, pre-bend. I pre-bend on the first string, 5th fret. How do you do that? You just bend up, pick, then let back down instead of picking and bending up and going down. It's kind of an in-between if you listen to it, but it is a pre-bend. That's how I think of it. So it goes pre-bend, hammer on, pull off on the 3rd fret. I use a lot of mutes in this melody, so it's, and sometimes I mute with my ring finger, sometimes I mute just by letting off the string a little bit, you know, to deaden it. And then just keep an ear out for those. Learn the melody, like actually internalize it, and then you'll be able to play it correctly without really thinking like, oh, I got a mute right here. Like, if you listen to it enough, become familiar with it, then you won't really have to force that. So it'll just, your hands should just be able to do it, you know. So then up to the 2nd string. Right? And then that pattern basically follows the whole time through the verse, and really the next part too. But so let's put them both together. I'll play it slow for you guys. It goes. Right, and I do little vibratos in there. Right, that's just added flavor. It doesn't have to be like that. But so let's keep it moving. After that, I do a artificial harmonic 5th fret 1st string, and that's on like the 24th fret roughly. It's kind of like a squeal in metal, you know. And I use my ring finger on this one. Usually, I used to use my pinky, now I use my ring finger, found it's more accurate. This is a really tough one to get all the time. Like, it's tough to catch that one right every time. But I try to keep a straight finger, my index finger straight. I use my ring finger behind it now. And yeah, it just takes practice. So it hits the squeal. Let's see. Then I add the harmony. So it's just the 1st and 2nd and 1st string of the 3rd fret. So it's. So I'm hitting just the 1st and 2nd strings together that whole time. And we got 3rd fret, 5th fret, 8th fret, and then I switch the bass to the 5th string, 6th fret, and bar it to get the 2nd string. Down a half step, up a full step to the 7th, down a full step with the high E, and then I go 10 to 12, and then yeah, it just starts over again. I do that little thing on the 2nd time around. Hammer on, pull off on the 4th string, 2nd fret. And then it keeps going, same thing. Double stops. And then we're into the next part. Let me play it slow real quick for you guys. So we got. Oh, wrong part. go. We'll get on to the next part right now. Alright guys, here we go. We're going to get into the next section. So it's kind of the same thing. It just opens up a little bit. The bass rhythm is the same. It's the same 1, 2. But this time I'm not palm muting. And I'm hitting the kick drum. I add the kick drum in there with the snare. So to do that, the kick drum is on 1. So we hit open string and a kick drum at the same time. So it goes open string, kick drum, open string, snare. So, right? And then it stays on that low string and then just changes chords. Basically runs just up and down the neck. So it starts on the 10th fret, 6th string, barred to get the 2nd string in there, right? And then the 13th fret, high E. So, and for the melody notes, I'm just picking and strumming with my middle finger and ring finger, kind of just a up and down and picking motion at the same time, right? And then I just go down to the 12th, slide into the 8th fret in that shape, 6th string, 8th fret, bottom 2 strings on the same fret. Then I drop it down a half step. Still hitting the 2nd strings all the time on this part, so it's and it just slides down to the 5th fret. So it goes 3, right? So that little thing is I'm strumming and hitting a snare at the same time. And I strum, hit the snare, and then pick up. So my nail, like we talked about earlier, was on the top. This one's underneath. So the nail's underneath so you can pull up fast. Right? It's just a little change in rhythm. So far we got same thing. Just slides up to the 7th, and I grab the first finger on the 3rd string. So let's see. So yeah, here we go. So that part, it's the same technique, right? But I go kick drum, strum, snare, kick drum, strum, snare, with the up pick, and then I just go into the strum and snare and up. So it's kind of like a little build up, you know. It goes, and then we do the, I don't know what to call it, like a cascading harmonic of sorts. I just play it on the 7th fret harmonics, and how I do it is I just go thumb, index, middle, ring. So it's 6, 5, 4, 3. Then I go down a string, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 4, 3, 2, 1. So it's kind of just a finger roll. It's kind of hard to get it fluid, but it's really fun to do after after you get it down. But yeah, you just try to get it smooth. So you hit the 5th string right after you'd hit the ring finger. Right? No, I can't even do it. Right? And then I hit a snare and down from the 12th fret. So I'll play that whole part slow. Hopefully you guys can see what's going on. So here we go. And then going into the next part, I hit a kick drum to start off the riff. It's kind of slap the open bass string down up, right? And then back into the same part we've already learned. I'll go over that part real quick. It's just that same chord off the 8th fret, and it's called a Raschiato. It's big in flamenco. I'm not that great at it, but that's kind of my version of doing it. And what you do is you kind of strum down. I use my middle and ring fingers. Strum down and strum up with your thumb. So it's supposed to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like. It's kind of like the cascading harmonic. It's supposed to be smooth and like double hits, you know? Right. That's a tough one, even for me. But yeah, it's just getting that. You kind of roll your wrist down. So you strum down, roll your thumb under and back up. Strum down, roll your thumb under and back up. And just try to get it fluid. And if you play with a metronome, you'll know that it's supposed to be on time, you know? So let's see. Into the next section. That just moves down. It's from the 7th fret, and it just moves down chromatically. And then open into the next riff. So that should be all for that. We'll get on to the next section. Alright guys, here we go. This is the 3rd section. I like to think of it as the chorus, and we'll jump right into it. So we had the Raschiato going down, right? Hit open, thumb slap on the 6th and 5th strings, and then I use that D major shape off the 7th fret. It's a C sharp minor in this case. Just bottom 3 strings, and then I hit snare and strum at the same time, and then just pinky on the 8th, pull off. Just 10th, 7th, bottom 2 strings. When I'm hitting that snare, I'm actually hitting it down on like the 4th string, just to mute these ones, the lower strings. So big slide, and then The rhythm for this one is a little different. I hit the open kick drum and down up with the thumb open. Well, in this case, it starts on the 3rd fret, and then it goes into palm muting, and it's so it's kind of like this, right? And then I add in a couple of the other, just the doubles. So just keep an eye on it. I'll play it slow. Keep an eye out for those. Let's see. So it goes. Down to the 3rd fret. After that snare, I hit a quick double chug, thumb or muted, and then just 3rd fret, hammer on, pull off, open, 2nd string, right? Pretty simple. And then it's just the same thing but with the bass. So, let's see. It goes up, so same thing. Then it slides to the 10th fret, and it's this pretty much the same as the riff before. So right, it's kind of mixing the two, and then it goes back to. So I just top 2 or 1st and 2nd strings slides into the 5th, down to the 3rd. So then open. We already learned that. It's just down on the 2nd fret. That's just a barred on the 1st fret. That part's weird on the metronome. It hits on the ups, so it's like, I don't know how it's to do with just my head. So it's like click, strum, click, strum, click, strum, click, strum. So let me play that whole part slow for you real quick. See if we can do it. So we had we forgot a part. So it does go down first. So it's kind of that same cascading harmonic thing, but it's in 3s this time instead of 4s. So it's 6th string, 4th string, 3rd string. So it's 6, 4, 3, 4, 2, 1. Right? So I'll start over again and play it slow. And next is the riff. The riff. We'll get right into it. All right, here we go. This is the riff. If you've heard this song, you've probably seen it on Instagram or around it. It got around pretty well. I think Jared Dines shared this riff, and he did share it, and that was really cool of him. So I'm going to show you how to play it. Let's go. So we left off at the and then it goes just open, kick drum, and then the little fill is kick drum, left hand snare, right hand snare, left hand snare again. So it's ends with two kick snares, big strums down on the 6th, 5th, and 4th strings. And then it starts into the riff. So it's, I hit down and my middle finger, I hit a kick drum and the open 3rd string. So it's just hammer on, open, 5th, 4th string, and that's on the 2nd fret. And then that part is hit kick drum and middle finger on the 6th string, and then on the up I use my index finger, and then left, kind of a snare, it's more just to mute it. So it goes kick drum, middle finger, index finger on the up, left hand, right hand, left hand, and then after I hit that snare, my thumb stays there and pulls up to get that next bass note. So it's right. So it's just right, pretty simple. But I am hitting the snare, so when the first one is kick drum, second time I hit the open 4th string with a snare, and then do that hammer on. So let me play it a little bit slowly, so we got the beginning of it. So it's still the same thing. I'm just hitting every time it hits a kick drum. Every time it hits a kick drum or a snare, I'm picking that string with my middle finger, and it just goes open, 4th string, 3/5, 3rd string, 3/5. 5/7, 7/9. So right, and then it comes up to the tapping part. I tap 5th and 6th strings on the 1st fret, and then just tap on the 9th, 10th, and 9th, 8th, 7th, 8th, and 10th. Sorry. Let me. So let me play that real quick. Make sure we're doing it right. So. up, slide, hit open at the same time. And that's the whole thing. That's the whole riff. It's not that hard. That might be weird for some of you, but I don't know. It's not that hard to play. It might be a little difficult to learn, but you'll get it. So yeah, let me play it slow one more time all the way through, and hopefully you guys can figure it out. So here we go. Then we just repeat. Key change. So it's the same as the second section, but it just goes up a fret. So it's just a key change, but up one. So, and it's the same thing. So take that section that you already learned, move it up a fret. That's all it is. So. I think my band threw it out of tune a little bit. Sorry, guys. Same. Rosciato just goes up this time. It's the same pattern though, just goes up to the 15th fret. Back into the chorus. That's it. That's the whole song. I know we went a little quicker, and but hopefully you guys can go back and figure it out. I'm just trying this way out. It's a little easier on my brain. this alone, it's tough to get through these songs, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to all you guys. Yeah, stay safe, stay healthy, tell your people that you love them, and shred on. Good luck. See you guys.